Sunday, March 6th at about 11 a.m. and beautifully sunny and warm right now. We're up to about 8 or 9 degrees, supposed to get up to 15 or 16 for a brief period this afternoon. It's the warmest it's been yet this year. Warm front came through this morning with some heavy downpours, and then we're supposed to get heavy winds around 11 or noon today that go on all afternoon, up to 90 kilometers an hour, with a strong southwest flow, and then a cold front comes through again. But it's going to be somewhat mild this week, up in the 2 to 3 degree range, going down below freezing at night, but staying pretty mild most of this week, which is sort of the first sign of spring. Well, this is certainly a nice change to be out walking, and as you can see, probably I've even got my coat unzipped. It must be 10 degrees plus now, it feels like. Gorgeous out. The high winds haven't started yet, but that's supposed to start any time, I think. We'll see. Well, it's just after 2 o'clock now, and as you can probably hear, the high winds have arrived. It's up to 15.5 degrees now too, and you can see behind me the driveway's melting pretty good now, so that's good to get this ice out of here. It gets tiresome to have the whole driveway a big thick sheet of ice. You might be able to see up in the trees here, pine trees are blowing pretty good. Supposed to get gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour this afternoon, so we'll see how it goes. It's been pretty strong already, probably up to 70 or 80 at times, but this has opened up a lot. This morning this was all covered in ice still. Amazing what a good temperature and a bit of wind can do and sunshine. (16 degrees) pretty well. It's been a long time. Must be back into October, November that we felt that temperature. Beautiful out right now. The big white pine in the picture here is actually a twin tree. There's 2 trunks, but the top of the one on the left broke off a few years ago in a windstorm similar to this, I guess, maybe a bit stronger. The whole top just snapped right off it, and you can probably see that in this image when I expand it on the screen. The trunk on the right is still intact, but it certainly is tall and exposed, so anytime you get a strong windstorm, there's always the potential that tops are going to break off or trees come down altogether. When I went up the driveway on the tractor up near the highway, I got my first kestrel. It was sitting on the wire there, so it's probably one of the kestrels that typically try and breed here in my boxes. I can't be sure of that, but this is the time of the year they typically return, or in mid-March. I was a bit surprised to see it today, especially with all the cold weather we've been having. Now, it must have came in on this warm front, I guess, but really enjoy seeing the kestrel back again. Up ahead here, under this pine tree, this area often is almost barren of snow, as it is now, just because the tree protects it sort of from snowfall, breaks up the snow as it comes to the ground, creates a thinner layer. Also, it's facing south in a fairly protected area here, so it melts off quickly. Those are strong winds, probably up in the 80-kilometer range at least. Starting to howl now as this gray sky approaches. Maybe this is a front coming through or something. How are you, Pipe? How are you? How are you, Pipe? Yeah. Good girl. You too, eh, Colby? Yeah. You too, eh? Yeah. Hey, little Pipe. Getting windy out, eh? It's getting windy, eh? all the snow melting out of our horse pasture, coming down south of the fence, down, down, down across the hayfield, and then down into a small creek on the other side of the forest there. Following the meltwater across the hayfield, see where it enters the forest down here. Here it goes, trucking along at about 10 kilometers an hour maybe. There it goes off into the woods to join the little creek that comes down from the northwest.